If you're in your 50s or 60s, I want you to pause for a second. Not to panic, not to judge yourself, just to listen. Because there's a quiet thought that sneaks into a lot of minds around this age. It usually shows up late at night. Is it too late? Too late to save enough? Too late to fix mistakes? Too late to make retirement look anything like you hoped it would? And if you've ever felt that knot in your stomach, that mix of regret, worry, and uncertainty, you're not alone. Millions of people are carrying that exact feeling right now. But here's the truth most people never hear. Starting late is not the same thing as being doomed. And in many cases, the decisions you make in your 50s and early 60s matter more than the ones you made in your 30s. There's an old saying you've probably heard before. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is today. It sounds simple, almost cliché, but it's painfully accurate when it comes to retirement. Because 5 years from now, you're going to wake up in one of two realities. Either, I'm really glad I started when I did, or I can't believe I didn't start when I still had time. That fork in the road is happening right now. Let's clear up a dangerous myth first. Retirement is not a single moment. It's not a finish line you either cross or miss forever. For most people, especially those starting later, retirement is a transition. It's not working full-time forever or never working again at 65. It's often something in between. Cutting back to part-time, moving into consulting or seasonal work, taking a lower stress role, or simply gaining the power to say no more often. That's still retirement. That's still freedom. And for many people, those changes don't require perfection. They require progress. Why starting later isn't as hopeless as it feels. Here's something younger people don't have yet: perspective. If you're in your 50s or 60s, you probably earn more than you did earlier in life, have fewer financial unknowns, and know what actually matters and what doesn't. You're no longer guessing at what kind of life you want. You've lived enough to know. That clarity is powerful. And while you may not have decades of compounding left, you still have time for meaningful improvement. Even modest, consistent action over 5 to 10 years can drastically change how your future feels. Social Security, the foundation most people misunderstand. For many Americans, Social Security will be the backbone of retirement income, especially for late starters. And yet, it's also one of the most misunderstood systems out there. Here are the key age milestones you need to know. Age 62, the earliest you can claim. Your benefit is permanently reduced, up to 30% less than your full amount. Full retirement age, typically 67 if you were born in 1960 or later, you receive 100% of your benefit. Age 70 is the maximum. Your benefit grows every month you delay after FRI, reaching roughly 124% of your full benefit. After age 70, there's no additional benefit to waiting. And one critical rule many people miss: you should usually sign up for Medicare at 65, regardless of when you claim Social Security. Missing that window can result in lifelong penalties. Why the claiming decision is emotional, not just mathematical. On paper, delaying Social Security often looks like the best move. But real life isn't a spreadsheet. Health matters, work stress matters, peace of mind matters. For some people, taking benefits at 62 provides relief and stability. For others, delaying creates a stronger safety net later in life. The goal isn't to maximize every dollar. The goal is to optimize your life. And that requires understanding your options, not avoiding the decision altogether.
A warning if you're still working. If you claim Social Security before full retirement age and continue working, there's an earnings limit. If you earn above that threshold, some benefits may be temporarily withheld. They're not gone forever, but poor timing can create unnecessary stress and confusion. This is one of those rules where understanding it ahead of time can save you real money and frustration. The temptation that ruins many late starters. When people realize they're behind, they often try to fix it with one dangerous move: taking on too much investment risk. The logic sounds reasonable. I need higher returns to catch up. But the closer you are to retirement, the less time you have to recover from a major market downturn. A big loss at 35 is painful. A big loss at 62 can delay retirement entirely. That's why smart late-stage planning focuses on aggressive saving, not reckless investing, low costs, broad diversification, risk aligned with when the money will be needed. You don't need miracles, you need resilience. Redefining what success actually looks like. Here's a powerful mental shift. Retirement isn't about never working again. It's about owning your time. If your planning allows you to, work fewer hours, leave a toxic job, say no to things you hate, say yes to things you value, that's a win. Many people discover they're closer to that freedom than they ever realized once they actually run the numbers. The most dangerous thought you can have: I'm probably too late anyway. That belief doesn't protect you, it freezes you. And 5 years of inaction doesn't keep things the same, it makes them worse. 5 years of action, even imperfect action, can reduce debt, increase savings, improve Social Security outcomes, lower anxiety, and expand your options. 10 years can be life-changing. What people regret most and what they don't. People rarely say, I wish I had tried less. They say, I wish I had started sooner. I wish I had taken it seriously. I wish I hadn't assumed it was hopeless. The people who struggle most in retirement aren't the ones who started late. They're the ones who gave up early. So what should you actually do? Start with clarity. Understand your Social Security options. Estimate realistic expenses. Define what flexibility means to you. Then take action. Save consistently, even if the number feels small. Pay down high-interest debt. Make choices that improve the next 5 years. You don't need to rebuild your entire financial life overnight. You just need momentum. Final thought. One day, 5, 10, maybe 15 years from now, you'll look back at this moment, and you'll either think, I'm so glad I didn't ignore this, or I wish I had started when I still could. The best time to plant the tree may be long gone, but the second best time is still right now, and right now is enough.